Every year on the night of October 31st, millions of people dress in costumes, carve pumpkins, and roam the streets for candy. But what if I told you that Halloween is not just fun and games? What if its roots are buried in a dark and ancient tradition, a time when the veil between the world of the living and the dead was said to disappear? Let's journey back over 2,000 years to the Celtic festival of Samhain, celebrated in the lands we now know as Ireland and Scotland. This wasn't a night for trick-or-treating. It was a night of profound significance. The Celts believed that on Samhain, the boundary between our world and the spirit world became thin, allowing the dead to return and walk among the living. These weren't always friendly spirits. They could bring blessings or cause chaos, depending on the offerings left for them. To navigate this perilous night, people would light massive bonfires, their flames leaping into the darkness to guide friendly spirits and ward off malevolent ones. They wore masks and costumes, not for fun, but as a disguise to fool the wandering souls, hoping to blend in and avoid being carried away. It was a time of fear, magic, and deep reverence for the unseen forces that governed their world, long before candy corn or plastic skeletons existed. The fear surrounding Samhain wasn't just abstract. It was woven into the very fabric of daily life, giving rise to countless chilling stories passed down through generations. One such tale comes from a small, isolated village in the Irish countryside during the late 1800s. Every year, as Samhain approached, a palpable sense of dread would descend upon the town. It began with livestock mysteriously vanishing from their pens overnight, with no tracks left behind. Then, as the day drew closer, villagers would report seeing strange, shadowy figures moving at the edges of the foggy fields, just beyond the reach of their lantern light. Children, huddled inside their homes, would whisper of hearing disembodied voices on the wind, calling their names from the darkness. According to local records and diaries from that time, the climax of these events always occurred on All Hallows' Eve itself. A figure, described as a screaming woman cloaked in white, would appear. She was never seen up close, always a fleeting glimpse at a distance, on a desolate lane, by the ancient stone wall, or across the misty moor. The villagers were convinced she was the restless spirit of a woman who had been wronged centuries earlier, her spirit bound to the land. They believed she returned each year, her screams serving as a dire warning to uphold the old customs and respect the dead. Some thought ignoring her would bring a curse upon their family for the coming year. While modern historians debate the factual basis of the story, the accounts are remarkably detailed and persistent, a chilling piece of local folklore. Even today, some residents in that area refuse to walk alone on Halloween night, haunted by the legend of the Screaming Lady of Samhain, a stark reminder of the genuine fear their ancestors felt. So, how did this night of supernatural fear transform into the family-friendly holiday we celebrate today? Over the centuries, as Christianity spread across Europe, it began to merge with and absorb older pagan traditions. The Church established All Saints' Day on November 1st, followed by All Souls' Day on November 2nd, creating a 3-day observance to honor saints and pray for the departed. The evening before All Saints' Day became known as All Hallows' Eve, which eventually shortened to Halloween. Many of the old Samhain rituals were adapted and given new meaning. Dressing up, once a way to hide from spirits, became a playful custom. Going door to door, which may have originated from people collecting food for festival feasts or offerings, evolved into trick-or-treating. The holiday we know is a fascinating blend of ancient fears and modern festivities. But beneath the colorful costumes and piles of candy, the ghost of Samhain lingers. Halloween's very essence is a reminder of our ancestors' relationship with the unknown, their deep respect for the cycle of life and death, and the rituals they created to protect themselves from what lurked in the shadows. So the next time you carve a face into a pumpkin and set a candle inside, or hear a strange noise on a crisp October night, take a moment. Remember that this tradition is built on stories that are far older, darker, and stranger than we often realize. You're participating in a ritual that connects you to thousands of years of human history, mystery, and magic. If you love uncovering ancient myths and mysterious stories from across the globe, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our journey into the unknown here at The Curious Edge. And if you want to, help us bring more legends and mysteries to life. Consider supporting the channel with a donation at the link in the description. Happy Halloween, and beware the spirits that may just be walking among us tonight.